Good day. My name is Max. Welcome to my channel, not another fitness channel. I've got to say, I've been trying to record this video for some time, and it's harder than it looks. So I've got to say, props to whoever does this for a living. Really recording long content the way I want to do. By long content, I mean a video that is longer, let's say just 2 or 3 minutes. It's not an easy task, especially because I want to do it in a way then it's not just me reading a text that I prepared because I wanted to have my face on the video, and I wanted to feel more spontaneous in the things that I say. So why the Sada channel? I would say the main reason is that I like the idea of sharing my thoughts and opinion on different matters. In this case, it's going to be mainly about fitness. That's why I called it not another fitness channel, because the main topic is going to be fitness, but every now and then I might cram in a different topic of my interest, obviously. I'm going to try and not to talk about my job, but if I find something interesting to discuss, I'll bring that in. The second reason is that I've been going to the gym for roughly 5 years. In October, can't remember if it was October or November. It's going to be 5 years exactly. And since the start, I took it fairly seriously. So, by serious, I mean I don't just want to go there and go through the motions. When I train, I like to have a schedule, method, and in order for me to do so, I did a lot of research. So I follow a lot of people who are experts in this field on YouTube and also outside of YouTube. And that way I sort of constructed and built a system that, in my opinion, works for me. Now, my whole life, I was never really big in sports. I watched sports my whole life, but I never really played sports or trained, went to the gym, or any of that until 5 years ago. The reasons why I started doing it is, first of all, I found there was a way for me to combat a condition that I have, which is chronic anxiety, unfortunately. Um, Doing this right now, it's hard. It's not easy, but going to the gym and really exercising in general is the number one tool that enabled me to really have a normal life without having this feeling of anxiety 24/7 like I had in the past. So that's the second reason. So to talk about these issues that I had, and when I started going to the gym 5 years ago, I was pretty skinny individual. I think I wish I had taken a log from the very beginning and taken pictures as well from the very beginning. So I'm gonna try and find something, but I don't think I have any. But I am 1.68 meters, so roughly 5'6". That's the equivalent. And I weighed, I believe, either 61 or 62 kilos, which I think is like 145 pounds, 140, 145 pounds. And the more I trained, the more I enjoyed getting stronger and bigger, the more I enjoyed eating, as a matter of fact. I'm Italian, so I like food, and that's a big part of my life. Um, so something inevitable happened, something that never happened in my life. I got fat. I'm gonna say fat. I'm slightly overweight, let's say, because I weighed myself this morning on an empty stomach, and I clocked in at 86 kilos, or 190 pounds. I've got some notes because I'm not really familiar with this conversion between one system and another, and I thought it would be a good idea to keep the two systems. Um, and I took some pictures as well. So I'm gonna include some pictures in this video to show my current look without the shirt on. I believe I might be around between 25 and maybe 27% body fat at the moment. So In 5 years, I was able to put 45 pounds or 20 kilos, more than 20 kilos actually, from 62 to 86 at 24 kilos. So it's closer to 50 pounds maybe. And not all of it is going to be massive. That's impossible. So there is a lot of fat on my body right now. That's never happened to me because I've always been the skinny guy, the very, very lean, not a lot of muscle, but very lean. So this impression that I have of myself right now, it's new. I'm not used to seeing myself this way, and all my clothes are tight. It's not fun. I had to buy a whole new wardrobe, as a matter of fact. Um, so I'm doing this because I need a journal. I need something to keep myself accountable on this thing that I want to do, which is try and get leaner. And so I've done some research, and apparently, according to a tool that I found online, which is called calculator.net, my maintenance calorie should be around 2,600. It could be a bit more because I do believe I substantially more than that, probably close to 3,000 calories, but let's keep that for good. So let's call it 2,600 calories. Now I want to lose, let's say, half a kilo or a pound a week. Now, in order to do so, that's been studied and said many times before, I need to be in a caloric deficit of 3,500 calories a week, which means, I either got to eat less or I got to do more cardio. That's something that unfortunately for the last 2 or 3 years I've neglected a little bit. I just go to the gym and do weight training, but I do basically no cardio at all. And I don't think that's the healthiest way of doing things. So what I want to do is bring this 3,500 calorie of deficit per week by lowering the calories that I eat every day, and at the same time including some cardio. And the cardio is going to be moderate cardio, so either zone 1, zone 2, so between 100 and 130 beats per minute of heart rate, for a minimum of 3 times a week. So again, using the same calculator.net, that is the equivalent of, let's say if I do 1 hour walk at this rate, that is the equivalent of 350 calories, roughly. Again, these are all rough estimates. So 350 calories 3 times a week, 1,050 calories a week, which means that the rest of the deficit has to come from slowly adjusting the food intake. So the food intake, for me to lose this 1 pound or half a kilo, should be 2,250 calories per day. And I'm going to do that by distributing these calories throughout the day. Just 3 meals. I'm not a big fan of having snacks throughout the day. I feel like I'm constantly digesting. I'm not really comfortable. Even training after I've had a big meal or even a snack. I've never liked that. I don't like the feeling of having food in my stomach that hasn't been digested before having a big session, a heavy session of the gym. So 2,250 calories a day of food intake and 1 hour of walk, at least 3 times a week. If I can do 4 times a week, I will try. Now, if the weather's good, I'm just going to be walking outdoor because I do enjoy that. If it's not good, I'm just going to go to the gym and do 1 hour treadmill, and that should be 350 calories per session. So I'm going to use this channel, like I said before, as a journal, to keep myself a little bit more accountable in this. And I will be posting weekly videos with probably every Sunday or every Sunday. Today is Saturday, but I'm going to try and do it every Saturday, to show my progress. And I will be measuring myself every day and then work out an average, because obviously the weight can also balloon up and down depending on what food also you eat. It could be water retention or all sorts of causes to slightly change the weight by 200 or 300 grams. So I'm going to be taking my weight constantly every day, and I will be sharing progress pictures as well. So I'm going to take an opportunity in every video to delve a little bit more into what I eat, how I train, and what my other interests are. And hopefully I can get some good feedback. So please drop a comment. Let me know if there's something different that I should do. It's all for good. And yeah, I'll be keeping you updated. Thank you.